Paper number 35 mains. Now in this one, how many persons are there? 8 persons, Krishna, Hema, Sanjay and so on, and are seated around a square table. How many persons are there? 8 persons seated around a square table. Now in this one information should be given that is not clearly given. Now Krishna and total 8 persons. Among these 8 persons, now Krishna, Kishore, Mohan and Rakesh. These are the 4 males, and the remaining Hema, Sanja, Suma, Aruna are females. Okay? It should be given. Though it is not given, we are supposed to take as of now. Then, but not necessarily in the same order, and everyone has recharged their mobile with different amounts, and which are prime. Now the prime numbers, amounts. Among the persons, 4 of them who are seated at the corners and 4 facing away from the center, and 4 are at the corners facing away from the center, isn't it? And the remaining 4 persons are facing towards the center. Now the corners are facing away from the center, and the remaining persons are sitting at the middle of the table, are facing the center. Among the persons, women. Now how many women are there? There are 4 women. And these women neither sitting each other, adjacent to each other, nor facing each other. As what can you infer from this one? Now tell me whether a woman can be at this place. If a woman at the center of the square, now this woman must be facing like this, isn't it? And this woman should not be adjacent to a woman, or this woman should not be opposite to a woman, which implies that this woman must be at the corners. If the women are at the corner, then only these 2 women cannot be adjacent to each other and cannot be opposite to each other. Then, and in the remaining 4 places, corners are women, and at the centers men are sitting. And 2 persons who are recharging their mobiles with the successive numbers are not sitting together. Successive numbers means prime numbers. 13 and 17 has given one example. 17 is not an immediate neighbor of 13 or 19, because 17 is in between 13 and 19. 13 and 19 are immediate adjacent to this 17. Hence, these 13, 17, 19 cannot be adjacent to each other, isn't it? Then, Mohan is seated third to the left of the one who recharges with 31. Mohan is a male. Now this male must be at the center. As this Mohan is at a center, now I am fixing. Now we can take this Mohan at any one of these places. Now I am fixing this Mohan. Mohan is sitting third to the left of the one who recharges with 31. Mohan is third to the left of the one who recharges with 31. And the person who recharges with 31 should be either here or here. Are you following this one or not? And the person who recharges with 31 must be a female. Then out of which tell me whether 31 can be at this place or not. If you take 31 here, the person who recharges with 31, Mohan will be third to the right rather than third left. Hence 31 cannot be here. Hence 31 must be in the other case. Now, this is the place where this 31 must be. And Mohan sits third to the left of the one who recharges with 31. As 31 is here, 31 is not adjacent to a prime number, isn't it? Hence 29 and 37 cannot be adjacent to this 31. Then Hema is seated third to the left of the one who recharges with 29. Now 29 cannot be in these 2 places, isn't it? Why cannot be in these 2 places? Because 29 and 31 are adjacent to each other. And again, and where should this 29? 29 must be either at this place or at this place. There are 2 possibilities to this one. Why? Because Hema is a female. Now this female must be at the corners. As female is at the corners, third to the left means this person 29 must be a male, must be at the center, isn't it? Then how many possibilities do we have? We have some 2 possibilities. 29 can be either here or 29 can be here. Then if 29 are in these 2 places, either Mohan can be 29 or this person can be 29. Then what is the other possibility here? Hema. And this Hema is third to the left of the one. Hema is sitting third to the left of the one who recharges with 29. Hence, Hema can be either here, that is 31, or Hema can be here. There are 2 possibilities to this 29. Are you following this one or not? Hema is, and one of the immediate neighbors of Suma is recharged with 17, and none of them is an immediate neighbor of the one who recharges with 31. 17 and Now, sir, 70, one of the immediate neighbors of Suma is recharged with 17. Now, sir, Suma must be at this, Suma must be where? Suma must be at the corners. If Suma is here, then one of the immediate neighbor of Suma is this person, isn't it? That person is recharged with 17, and this 17 cannot be adjacent to 31, that's what is given. And none of them is an immediate neighbor of the one who recharged with 31. And Suma cannot be here. And similarly, can Suma be at this place? If you take Suma at this place, one of the immediate neighbor of this person is this person, and this person is not an immediate neighbor of 31. And Suma cannot be here, and Suma cannot be here. And so where should this Suma be? Suma must be here only. If Suma is here, then, and this Suma is adjacent to whom? And Suma is adjacent to the one immediate neighbor of the Suma is recharged with 17. As recharged with 17, this 29, now Suma is here. Hence, then whatever this 17 must be at this place or at this place. Are you following this one or not? One of the immediate neighbors of Suma is recharged with 17. As Suma is at this place, either this Mohan can be 17 or this person can be 17. Are you following this one or not? Yes. Then afterwards. Now 17 is here and 31 is here, and Hema is seated out to the left of the one who recharged with 29. Hema is recharged with 29, and Krishna is seated to the immediate left of the one who recharged with 13. Now Krishna is to the immediate left of the one who recharged with 13. Now let us take the second possibility as well, because here there is a second possibility. What is the second possibility we have? Now if you take 29 at this place, there are two possibilities. If you take 29 can be either at this place, then 17 will be Mohan. And what is the second case here? Now in the second case, now Suma is here and 31 is here and Mohan is here, and this Mohan is so much, Mohan is, now this Mohan can be 29 and this person is 17, isn't it? Then whatever this one, Hema must be here in the first case, and in the second case Hema must be 31. Hema is 31, isn't it? Now because this 29, Mohan is facing towards the center, and this 31 is out to the left of Mohan, 29. Are you following this one or not? We have two possibilities, we have taken these two simultaneously. Mohan is seated out to the left of the one who recharged with 31, out to the left, recharged with 31. Hema is seated out to the left of the one who recharged with 29. Hema is out to the left of the one 29. As Hema is here, Hema is out to the left of 29. Next one. One of the immediate neighbors of Suma is recharged with 17. Suma is 17 here, Suma is 17. And next one. And none of them is an immediate neighbor of one who recharged with 31. Krishna is seated to the immediate left of the one who recharged with 13. As Krishna is to the immediate left of the one who recharged with 13, tell me where should this Krishna be? And Krishna is to the immediate left of the one who recharged with 13. As Krishna cannot be at this place. Why Krishna cannot be here? If Krishna is here, then this Hema must be 13. If Hema is 13, 13 and 17 are adjacent to each other, 13 cannot be here. Hence Krishna cannot be here. As Krishna cannot be here, can Krishna be at this place? Yes, tell me whether Krishna can be at this place or not. Then whether Krishna can be at this place, Krishna, and if Krishna is here, Krishna is to the immediate left of the one who recharged with 13. If Krishna is at this place, then 13 must be here. Then this Krishna is to the immediate right rather than immediate left. Hence Krishna cannot be here. As Krishna cannot be here and cannot be here, then what is the only possibility here? Krishna must be here, isn't it? Then Krishna is here. And this Krishna is to the immediate left of 13, and this 13 must be at this place. Are you following this one or not? And Krishna is 13. Again coming to this one, Krishna is to the immediate left. None of them is an immediate neighbor, and with 31. And Krishna is seated to the immediate left of the one who recharged with 13. As Krishna is to the immediate left of the one who recharged with 13. Now, sir. Now, if Krishna is at this place, then immediate left of the one 13 is not possible, isn't it? And if you take Krishna at this place, immediate left of the one 13, possible or not? If you take 13 at this place, 13 and 17 are adjacent to each other, hence the second case is completely ruled out. Hence, Mohan 29 is ruled out. Now we are left with this 29 at this place. and one who recharged with 11 is seated at an immediate neighbor of the one facing Kishore. Now immediate neighbor of the one facing Kishore 11. Now can we take Kishore at this place? Now we are talking about this one. Tell me whether Kishore can be at this place or not adjacent to this 31. If you take Kishore at this place and opposite to Kishore is this 21, 9. Now this 29 is an immediate neighbor of whom? Then one who recharged with 11 is sitting at an immediate right of the one facing Kishore. If Kishore is here and immediate opposite to this one and this person is to the immediate right hand side, is it possible or not? Yes, if Kishore is at this place, one who recharges with 11 is sitting to the immediate right of the one facing Kishore, isn't it? If Kishore is here, opposite to this one is this person and this person's immediate right is this, and this person must be 11, which is not possible because 13 is already there. Hence Kishore cannot be at this place. As Kishore cannot be at this place, then where should this Kishore be? Kishore must be 29. As Kishore is 29, now this person is Kishore and Kishore done and 29 and Kishore opposite and opposite to and immediate right is who is that person? Hema. And this Hema must be recharged with how much? 11. And this Hema is 11. Hema is 11. Then, and Kishore is here. Then who are the persons? Krishna, Kishore, Mohan. And who is the person left over here? Yes, who is the fourth person left over? Male. Rakesh. Rakesh is here. Hence, where should this Rakesh be? Rakesh must be at this place. Rakesh. Now the persons were done. Hema, Suma, Krishna were done. Now we are left with the remaining two more girls. And Sanjay is an immediate neighbor of the one who recharges with 19. As Sanjay is an immediate neighbor of the one who recharges with 19. But no one is an immediate neighbor of Mohan or Kishore. Hence Sanjay cannot be 13. Hence where should this Sanjay? Sanjay must be 31. If Sanjay is 31, then who is the person left over here? Aruna. And this Aruna is what? Aruna is 13. And this is what the information we have. Sanjay is an immediate neighbor of the one who recharges with 19. And Sanjay is 19 means either Rakesh could be 19 or Krishna could be 19. 19? Which is not a prime number? 13? Sarpenda? Now 11. If 19 is at this, 19 can be either at this place or at this place. Two consecutive prime numbers cannot be adjacent to each other. If 19 is here, 13 and 19 there is a prime number, 17 is there. And between 19 and 31 there are n number of prime numbers. Again between 19 and 31 there are n number of prime numbers. 19 and 11 there are 13 and 17. And this can be either 19 or what is the other thing? Now sir, here one more information is not clearly given. The range is not given. But if you go through the questions, in one of the questions, the question is asked for 7. And the range is what? 7 to 31. As 7 to 31, tell me how many prime numbers are there? 7, 11, 13, 17, and 19, 23, 29, and 31. Hence, in total, these are the 8 prime numbers. Clear? Because one of the question is given on 7. Hence, we have taken the 7. If 7 is there, 31 is already there in the question. Hence, 31 is the highest and 7 is the least. And the remaining. Hence, then who should? And 19 and 23. As 19 and 23 can be in these two places, then whatever this one, 7 must be at this place. And who is this 7? This Suma must be 7. Krishna? Krishna 19. Why Krishna 19? Why Krishna 19? Given Sanjay is an immediate neighbor of the one who recharges with 19. Immediate neighbor. The direction is not given. Whether immediate left or immediate right is not given. Immediate neighbor. Either Krishna can be 19 or this Kishore can be 19. 19 or 23 in any order. Clear now? As the direction is not given, we cannot finalize that one. Now this is about question numbers 1 to 5. Write down this arrangement. Then after this, question number 6 to 8. As question number 6 to 8, tell me any 6 to 8. Shall I explain this one? 6 to 8 syllogisms. Then after this 6 to 8, then question numbers 9 to 11 done. Now question numbers 9 to 11. Now 9 to 11, coding and decoding. Has completed? Quick. 9 to 11. Shall I explain this one or not required? As 9 to 11. Now in this question numbers 9 to 11, what is given in this one? Words followed by the codes, and in this one heroism, colors, gold, shape, and so on. Then if you take 56, 56, 18, 56, 18, 28, and 95. Now, sir, if you take the case of this 56, what is the value of h? What is the value of h? The value of h is 8. The value of h is 8. H is 8. And how many letters are there in this word heroism? 7. Hence, 8 into 7, it is 56. How are you getting the first number? The first number is nothing but the product of the first letter of the word is multiplied with the number of letters in that word. The value of h is 8. There are 7 letters in this one. 8 into 7, 56. Then coming to this one, colors. What is the value of C? C is 3. How many letters are there? 6. 3 into 6, 18. And next one, G is 7. There are 4 letters, 7 into 4, 28. And S is 19. There are 5 letters, 19 into 5, 95. Done with this? Then, now this is about the first number. Then coming to the last number, 29. Yes, tell me how can you get this 29? Sum of? Now, sir, here in this one, now colors. Now, what is the value given to this colors? Tell me. The value given to the word colors is O is 15 and O is 15, and here the value 30. That means now the vowels, sum of the place values of the vowels is given as the second number. Then let us check out in the word heroism. E is 5, O is 15, 5 plus 15, 20 plus 9, 29, hence 29 given as the last number. And in this one there is only one vowel O, hence 15. And in this one A is 1, E is 5, 1 plus 5 is 6. Now in this dead cock, E is 5, O is 15, 15 plus 5, how much? 15 plus 5, the 20. Yes, where is 20 here? Now the last one, this must be 20. No? A is, now A is how much? A is also there. As A is also there, 1 plus 21. As 21, that is given in this one, 21. Isn't it? Next one, 1 plus 4, 1 plus 5. Where is 1 plus 5? This is 6. And next one here, 1 plus 9, 10. 10 plus 1, 11. 11 is this one. Then finally, O plus O is how much? 30. And this is given as 30. Clear now? Now we have discussed about the first number and the last number. Then coming to the letter. Then how are you getting this E here? Then nouns here. What is the value of M in the word heroism? M is 13. And what is the first letter here? H is 8. Now the difference between these two is 5. And the fifth letter is E. Difference between the first letter and the last letter, and difference between the place values of the first letter and the last letter, and the letter is given. And here 19 and C is 3. 19 minus 3 is 16. 16th letter is P. Here G is 7. D is 4. 7 minus 4 is 3. Third letter is C. Here S is 19. E is 5. 19 minus 5. 14th letter is N. Clear now? And all these three questions are based on the same logic. Done with this? And this is about question numbers 9 to 11. After this 9 to 11, then question numbers 12 onwards. And 7 persons WX, PR, HB and Z are living in a 7 different floors. Floor building, and all of them belong to different ages, 16, 20, 21, 25, 27, 32 and 33, but not necessarily in the same order. and persons who have the age with the same number of factors are not living in immediate floors. Yes, what do you mean by this one? Same factors. Now, if you take 16, same factors means if you take here, how many even numbers are there? 16, 20, 16, 20, 32 are the 3 even numbers. Hence, these 3 even numbers cannot be adjacent to each other because at least 2 is common between even numbers, isn't it? Hence, same common factors should not be adjacent to each other. Hence, none of these 3 even numbers must be adjacent to each other. Hence, these 3 even numbers must be in 3 alternate places. Then what happened to these numbers here? Then among this one, 27, 32 cannot be, 27, 33 cannot be adjacent to each other. Why it was so? 27, 33, there is a common factor. What? 21, 27, 33, isn't it? 21, 27, 33. And all these 3 are again in the alternate places at least. They cannot be adjacent because 3 is the common factor for all these. Then 21, 25 and 33 and 27 cannot be adjacent to each other. Then the floors were given, as the floors were given. Now let us start with this one, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. There are 7 floors. Now the ages of the persons, and what is the other thing that has to be identified here? And the marks these persons got in the examination. Then all of them are getting different marks, and different marks 66, 70, 71, 75 and so on, but not necessarily in the same order and same order. And persons marks are not divided by their floor number. The floor number and the person, okay, marks cannot be divided with each other. There are 2 conditions in this one. What is the first condition regarding the ages? Regarding the ages, the first condition is common factors cannot be adjacent to each other, and regarding the marks, and these marks cannot be divided by what? Divided by the floor number. And these are the 2 cases given. Now in the first case, we need to find out the person, and the next one is ages, and finally the marks. X is living in even number floor, but not on the 6th floor. X is on the even number floor, but not on the 6th floor. And so many different possibilities we can have. X can be either on the 2nd floor or X can be on the 4th floor. There are 2 possibilities, isn't it? X can be either on the 2nd floor or on the 4th floor, then not on the 6th floor, and his age is 5 years more than W. Age 5 years more than W, and he does not get 75 and 81. And this X is not getting 75 and 81, isn't it? X is not getting 75 and 81. And this X is not getting 75 and 81 marks. X is not getting 75 and 81, and his age is 5 years more than W. Yes, tell me what are the ages here? 5 years more than W. It can be 16, 21, 20, 25. What are the possibilities? 16. X is 5 years more than what? More than W. As the age of X is more than W, isn't it? Hence, if W and X, what are the possibilities? If W is 16 and this X will be 21, and what are the other numbers here? 16, 21. As tell me the ages. 16 plus 5 is 21, and 20 plus 5 is 25. 20 plus 5 is 25. Next one. 21 plus 5, 26 is not there, and 25 plus 5, 30 not there, and 27 plus 5, 32, and 27 plus 5, 32. And so how many possibilities we have? We have some 3 possibilities to this W and X. And 5 more than W, and he does not get 75 and 81. R is living in an odd number floor, but not on 3rd floor. R is living on odd number floor, but not on 3rd floor. Hence, R can be either on the 1st floor or on the 7th floor or on the 5th floor, isn't it? There are 3 possibilities. Now, in this one, R cannot be on the 3rd floor. Hence, R can be either 1, 5 or 7. And R is living in an odd number floor, but not on 3rd floor. And he is either the youngest or eldest. Either the youngest or eldest. And he got more marks than only B, isn't it? Now, this R got more marks than only B. Then what should be the marks of this R? R should get 70. Now, this R gets 70 marks only one person is lesser than this R. And who is that person? That person is B. Then what is the score of this B? And the score of this B is marks if you take 66. B is 66 and R is 70. And he got more marks than only B. B, who is living in an odd number floor, and is immediately, B is again odd number floor and is living immediately below the floor who he has 16 years. Isn't it? Now this person is below the floor who is 16 years. Now who is below the floor who is 16 years? Now B is living on the floor who is 16 years. Now, yes, tell me what could be the possibilities. Now this R can be either the eldest or the youngest. And he is either the youngest or the eldest. As either the youngest or the eldest, then what can be the possibilities to this R? R cannot be on this one. And now can R and B must be together or not? There is a possibility. But they cannot be together. Why they cannot be together? Because R is odd number and B is also an odd number. As R is an odd number and B is also an odd number, hence, then what should be the value of R? The age of this R must be the highest, because this R is either the eldest or the youngest, out of which youngest is not possible. Why youngest is not possible? Because this youngest must live on an even number floor, because youngest, this B lives immediately below this one and B lives on an odd number floor, and the youngest must live on an even number floor. Hence, what is the age of this R? This R's age is 51, that is the highest. He is the eldest in the group, isn't it? What is 33? Yes, what is the age here? Fine, 33. Hence, R's age must be 33. R's age is 33 because that person is the eldest. R's age is 33, and how many marks this person got? And this person got 70. R's age 33 and this person got 70, that person must be on an odd number floor, isn't it? Odd number floor. And B, who is living on an odd number floor and is living immediately below the floor who has 16. W and R, then next one. W and R do not get the age of 4 factors. W and R cannot have, W and R do not get the age of 4 factors. And W and R do not get the age of 4 factors. And whatever this W and R. W and R do not get the age of 4 factors. That means this W and R must be, cannot be, W and R cannot be even numbers. As W and R cannot be even numbers, hence whatever this W cannot be even number. As W cannot be an even number, hence what should be the age of W? W is 27. If W is 27, X is how much? X is 32. Hence X, the age of X is 32 and W is 27, and next one. And R do not get the age of 4 factors, and X is not living immediately either below or immediately the floor of R, immediately below or immediately above R, hence R cannot be here. Are you following this one or not? As R cannot be here, R can be either on the first floor or on the 7th floor, isn't it? Then tell me, where should this R be? R cannot be on the 7th floor. Why? Because what is the marks score got by this one? 70. And this R got 70. R cannot be on the 7th floor because the marks cannot be divided by the floor number, isn't it? Hence, as R cannot be on the 7th floor, are you following this one or not? The marks scored by that person should not be divided by the floor number. Now here, this 7 and 70 divided by 7, there is a possibility, hence R must be on the first floor, isn't it? R is on the first floor, and what is it says? 33, and what is the marks he scored here? This person scored 70 marks. W and R do not get the age of 4 factors. As do not get the age of 4 factors, and X is not living immediately either below or immediately above R. H is 20-year-old, and W gets 81. W gets 81. As W gets 81, tell me what should be the position of this W. W gets 81 marks. As W gets 81 marks, as tell me what should be the position of this W. Now in between 81, neither H nor R. Now sir, as 32 at this place, adjacent to this 32 we cannot have even numbers, isn't it? As you cannot have even number A's, then what are the different possibilities we can have? As what is the condition regarding this one? These two, no two common factors are adjacent to each other. As 32 is already at this place, then what are the remaining two even numbers here? 16 and 20, isn't it? As 16 and 20, now if 16 is on the second floor, 20 will be on the sixth floor. Or if 16 on the sixth floor, 20 will be on the second floor, isn't it? Then tell me whether 16th A's person can be on the second floor or not. No, why? Because this 16 is, the A's 66 is immediately below this 16. Isn't it? As this person got 70 marks and 66 marks, B cannot be here. And so whatever this one, this sixth floor must be 16 year A's and immediately followed by what? Immediately followed by 66. And who is that person? And is none other than this B. Are you following this one or not? Hence, where should this B be? B must be 66. And what is the age of this one? B. And this person is 66 and 16 and B. And B will be at this place. If B is here, as B is here, then what is the age of this B? And X, R did not get the age of 4 factors and X is not living immediately either below or immediately above R. H is 20-year-old. Hence, tell me where should this 20 must be here. And who is that person? H is 20-year-old and W gets 81 marks. As W gets 81 marks, now sir, can be at this place? W. What is the age of W? Age of W is 27. And this W can be either on the 3rd floor, 6th floor or 7th floor. 3rd floor is not possible because that is 3rd floor. Is it possible or not? 3rd floor. Why? Because only W. W got 81 marks. As this W got 81 marks here and 27 and 81. If this W got 81, 81 cannot be on the 3rd floor because it is divided by the floor number, isn't it? Hence W cannot be on the 3rd floor. Can W be on the 7th floor or not? Can W be on the 6th floor? W cannot be on the 6th floor because the age of W is 27. As the age of W is 27, W must be on the 7th floor and the age is 27. And how many marks he got? This person got 81 marks. W 27, 81 and what is left over here? Now we are left with the remaining two persons. So all those remaining two, G and P. And G does not get the highest marks. As G does not get the highest marks, R is elder than both B and P. R is elder than both B and P. As R is the eldest among them, he is more than all these persons. Then any information regarding this one, R 70 and B is 66 and immediately below and whatever this one, 81. Now let us go through the information once again. Now X is living on an even number floor. X is living on an even number floor but not on the 6th floor and his age is 5 years more than W. X is 27 plus 5, 32 and he does not get 75 and 81. X does not get 75 and 81. As X does not get 75, does not get 81, then what are the remaining numbers left over here? The remaining numbers, 79, isn't it? Or 71, these are the possible numbers. And R is living on an odd number floor but not on top floor and is either youngest or the oldest. And he got more marks than only B. More marks than only B. What is the score of B? B is 66 and this R got 70. And B who is living in an odd number floor and is living immediately below the floor of which is 16-year-old. W and R do not get the age of 4 factors. W and R do not get the age of 4 factors and X is not living immediately either below or immediately above R, immediately below or immediately above R. H is 20-year-old, and W gets 81 marks. Neither X nor H did not get 75 and 83. Neither X nor H. X does not get 73 as well. X cannot get 73, cannot be 75, cannot be 81, isn't it? And cannot be 66, cannot be 70. Then what are the numbers left over here? X can be either 71 or 79, isn't it? X can be 71 or 79. And G does not get the highest marks. Who is getting the highest marks here? And what is the highest mark? Highest mark is 81. W is getting the highest mark. And next one, sorry, 83. 83 is the highest mark. As 83 is the highest mark, who is not getting this one? G is not getting the highest mark. As G is not getting the highest marks, and this is 83, hence where can this 83 be? Cheppandi ekkada undali 83. And R is elder than both B and P. R is elder than both B and P. Then what are the numbers left over here? Tell me. 27, 16, 32, 20, 33 were done, and the remaining ages. What are the remaining ages here? 30, 25 and 25 and 20. Now, sir, two ages were left over. What are those two ages? 25 and 31. Out of which 25 cannot be on floor number 3. Are you agreeing this one or not? Why? Because 20 is already on floor number 2, 20 and 25 is having a common factor. Hence, 5 is the common factor. Hence, 25 cannot be on floor number 3. Hence, who is at 25? This B is 25. If this B is 25, then whatever this one, this person is 21. Done with this? Then, if this is 21, then coming to these marks, 81, 66 and 70 were done. What are the remaining marks left over? Tell me here. 75 is left over, isn't it? As 75 is left over, 83. Now we are discussing a G does not get the highest marks. As G does not get the highest marks, hence then who should get the highest marks? G does not get the highest mark. As G does not get the highest marks, and X is living on an even number floor, X is even, then what are the other numbers left over here in the scores? Now 81 done. Now we are discussing about these marks. 66, 70, 66, 70, 71, 75, 71, 75 and 79, 81 and 83. 81 and 83. Now among these, now 66 completed and 81 completed, and next one 70 is also completed. Now we are left with 71, 79, 83. All these three numbers are what? 71, 79, 83, all these three are prime numbers. As they are prime numbers, they cannot be divided by any one of these floors. Hence they can be anywhere. Now this 25, then 75. And this 75 cannot be on 75. Yes, this 75 cannot be on the 5th floor. Why can't be at the 3rd floor? 75. As 75 and it is divided by 3 or not? As 75 is divided by 3, 75 cannot be on this floor. 75 cannot be here, isn't it? H is 21-year-old and neither X nor H gets 75. H also is not getting 75. And 75 cannot be here, cannot be here. Then who is the person that must get 75? And this person, isn't it? As this person gets 75, then R is elder than, G does not get the highest marks. As G does not get the highest marks, then whoever the person comes at this place must get the highest mark, isn't it? Hence G does not get the highest marks, then G does not get the highest mark, hence G will be 75. As G is 75, then who is the person left over here? P is the person left over, isn't it? As P is the person left over, hence then who should get the highest mark? This P should get the highest mark. And what is the score? 83. If this person got 83, 71 or 79, no information regarding these two persons. Done with this? Now here two conditions were given. What are those two conditions? One is common factor regarding the ages and regarding the marks, and the marks cannot be divided by the floor number. And this is about question numbers 12 to 16. this next one after this. Equal to 16. Yes, question number 17 onwards, whether you can work out this one or not. Sequence. First letters of all the words are replaced with the next letter of the alphabet, and last letter of all the letters. Words are replaced with the previous letter. Also, middle letter of the word is a consonant placed with the next letter. If that letter is a vowel, then replaced with the then how many words would get at least one vowel? Can you work out these questions or not? It is based on condition based. Question number 17 onwards, 17 to 20. Then 21 to 25. Now 23 to 27. 23 to 27 this again, and this is one more puzzle in this. Now in this 23 to 27, how many people are there? There are 10 people. 10 people are sitting in two parallel rows, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 in one row and 5 in the other row. And 10 people are seated in two parallel rows containing 5 people each in such a way that there is an equal distance between adjacent persons in first row, and A, B, C, D and E are seated, and in the second row P, K, R, S, T are seated, isn't it? Now, which 5 persons are seated in which row, that is not clearly given. Hence, you can take it any one of these places. Now, I am taking A and E in this row, and this is the first row. Now, in this first row A to E, and in the second row P, K, R, S, T, isn't it? P to T are the persons at this place. Now, this is about row 2. Pawan, Kamal, Raja, Sam and so on, but not necessarily in the same order. Some members are facing south and some members are facing north within the row. Therefore, in the given seating arrangement, each member seated in a row sits opposite to another member of the row, either facing or to north or south. And Kamal does not face south. As Kamal does not face south, Kamal will be facing north. As Kamal is facing north, Kamal is facing north, and Kamal is facing north. Pawan is not an immediate neighbor of Raja. That means P and R are not adjacent to each other. And Dhanush sits to the immediate left of the person who sits opposite to Kamal. Now Kamal is here, Kamal's opposite person, and Dhanush sits to the immediate left, isn't it? And Tarun is seated second to the left of Sharma. And Tarun is seated second to the left of whom? Tarun is seated second to the left of Sharma. And 2 persons sit between A and C. As 2 persons between A and C, then how many possibilities do we have? There are 2 possibilities for this A and C. And 2 persons between A and C. E does not sit opposite to Tarun, and E does not opposite to Tarun, and T and E are not opposite to each other. And Dhanush and Pawan faces opposite direction. Tarun is an immediate right of Pawan. As Tarun is an immediate right of Pawan, isn't it? Tarun is an immediate right of Pawan. E sits second to the left of B. E is seated second to the left of B, and Tarun is third to the left of R. Now, sir, Tarun is third to the left of R. E is an immediate left of D. Raja faces opposite direction to Tarun. Only one person sits between D and A. B is an immediate left of A, and Kamal is seated at one of the ends of the line. Fine. Okay, finally we got that Kamal is at one of the ends of the line. As Kamal is at one of the ends of the line, now we are fixing this Kamal at this place, isn't it? If you fix this Kamal at this place, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this is one possibility, and the second possibility is Kamal at this place. And Kamal is facing towards north, clearly given. As Kamal is here, opposite to Kamal, who should be opposite to Kamal? Opposite to Kamal, there should be one person. Kamal does not face north, Kamal is facing towards south, and next one. And Pawan is not an immediate neighbor of R. Dhanush sits to the immediate left of person who sits opposite to Kamal. Opposite to Kamal, immediate left must be Dhanush. Now in this one, opposite to Kamal, if any person is here, Dhanush can be at this place or not, then this person must be facing towards north. Kamal's opposite immediate left is Dhanush. Here Kamal's opposite immediate left is Dhanush, and this person must be facing towards south. Done with this? Kamal. Kamal does not face south, hence Kamal is facing north. Here this Kamal is facing north, and Pawan is not an immediate neighbor of R. Dhanush sits to the immediate left of the person who sits opposite to Kamal. Tarun is seated second to the left of S. Tarun is seated, and 2 persons sit between A and C. two persons between A and C, and E does not sit opposite T. Dhanush and Pavan faces opposite. Tarun is an immediate right of Pavan. Tarun is an immediate right of Pavan. E sits second to the left of B. E is seated second to the left of B as N. Tarun is third to the left of R. As Tarun is seated third to the left of R, between Tarun and R, how many persons we should have? We should have two persons, isn't it? Tarun and R, we should have two persons. And at the same time, one more information. Tarun is to the immediate right of Pavan, isn't it? Hence, Tarun is to the immediate right of Pavan, and Tarun is an immediate right of Pavan. As K is already fixed at this place, hence what is the possibility here? T blank P blank R, isn't it? And only one person between D and A. As only one person between D and A will be here, and in this case A will be here. Only one person between D and A. B is an immediate left of A. As B is an immediate left of A, B can be either at this place or at this place. And B is an immediate neighbor of A, B can be in these two places. And Kamal is seated, and Kamal is sitting third to the left of Pavan. As Kamal is seated third to the left of Pavan, if Pavan is here, this person is facing north. If Kamal is here, and this Pavan is facing towards south. Are you following this one or not? And Kamal is seated third to the left of Pavan. As Kamal is seated third to the left of Pavan, and next one, Tarun is seated to the immediate right of Pavan. As Tarun is seated to the immediate right of Pavan, Tarun must be here, and Tarun is seated to the immediate right of Pavan, Tarun will be here. And E sits second to the left of B. As E is seated second to the left of B, and next one, Tarun sits third to the left of Raja. As Tarun sits third to the left of Raja, then Raja must be at this place. Third to the left means Raja must be facing towards south, and Tarun sits third to the left of Raja, and this Raja is facing towards north. Are you following this one or not? Then T, P, R, K done. Then who is the person left over here? K, P, R, S, T. K, P, R, S, T. Hence S must be at this place, S must be at this place. And coming to this one. Then Biju is an immediate left of iron. Biju is immediate left of iron. And Kamal does not face south. Pavan is not an immediate neighbor of Raja. Pavan is not an immediate neighbor of Raja. And Dhanush sits to the immediate left of the person who sits opposite to Kamal. Dhanush is immediate left opposite to Kamal. Tarun is seated second to the left of Sharma. As Tarun is seated second to the left of Sharma, Sharma is facing south here in this one. And Tarun is seated second to the left of Sharma, here Sharma is facing towards north. And two persons sit between A and C. As two persons between A and C, A is here, then C will be here, A is here, C will be here. And E does not sit opposite to T. As E does not sit opposite to T, then where should this E? E must be at this place. If E is here, then B must be at this place. And E does not sit opposite to, and B will be here. E does not sit opposite to T. As E cannot be opposite to T, hence E must be in between A and D. And E is here. And who is the person left over here? B is the person left over. E sits opposite the person. E does not sit opposite to Tarun. And Dhanush and Pavan face opposite. D and P are facing opposite direction. Now in the first case, Pavan is facing north, and so Dhanush must face towards south. And in the second case, Pavan is facing south, and Dhanush must be north. Tarun is an immediate right of Pavan. As Tarun is an immediate right of Pavan, Angel sits second to the left of Biju. E is seated second to the left of Biju. Hence in the first case, Biju is facing towards north, and in the second case, Biju is facing towards south. And Tarun is third to the left of Raja. Whatever this Tarun, Tarun is seated third to the left of Raja, and Raja faces opposite direction to Tarun. Raja and Tarun are opposite directions. Now in the first case, Raja is south and Tarun is north, and in the second case, Raja is south, north, and Tarun is towards south. And only one person between D and A, and B is an immediate left of iron. B is an immediate left of iron. As B is an immediate left of iron, this iron must be facing south, and B is an immediate left of iron. Iron must be facing towards north. and Kamal is seated at one of the end, Kamal is seated out to the left of Pawan. Clear now? Now if you observe here, CDEAB, here also CDEAB. KRSPT, here also you will get KRSPT. Done? Now the direction of this E cannot be identified here. And this is about question numbers 23 to 27. After this 23 to 27, yes, first write down this arrangement, then let us discuss about the remaining. Yes, first write down this 23 to 27. Next 28 onwards, they are based on data sufficiency. As 28. Next one, question number 28. Now in this question number 28, data sufficiency. If L is married to K, then how is A related to T? Now the question is what? How is A related to this T? Then L is married to K. N is the brother of D. N is the brother of D, can be written like this. And A is married to C. A is married to C. L is married to K. And A is the father of P. M is the mother-in-law of L. K is the father of T. K is the father of T. As K is the father of T, as whatever this one, L is married to K, L is married to K. Then next one, A is married to C, A is the father of P, M is the mother-in-law of L. As M is the mother-in-law of L, M is the mother-in-law of L. And K is the father of T. This K is the father of whom? K is the father of. And L is a female. And L is married to K. Then N is the brother of D. N is the brother of D. A is married to C. N is the brother of D. And A is married to C. A is the father of P. A is married to C. And A is the father of P. But as here there is no link between the first statement and this one, isn't it? Hence one alone is not sufficient. Then coming to the second one, S is the sister of K. As S is the sister of K, and P is the sister of Q, D is the grandfather of Q, and M is married to D. M is married to D. No. 2 alone is also not sufficient because there is no information about A and T at all. Then by combining these two, now this is the first statement, M is married to D, and D is a male, and D is the grandfather of Q. D is the grandfather of Q. S is the sister of K. S is the sister of K, and P is the sister of Q. S is the sister of K, and P is the sister of whom? P is the sister of Q. P is the sister of Q. Then L is married to K. N is the brother of D. N is the brother of whom? N is the brother of D. Now we can relate this to. N is the brother of D. A is married to C. Now A is married to C, and A is the father of P. A is the father of P, and M is the mother-in-law of L, and K is the father of T. L is the mother-in-law, M is N. S is the sister of K. P is the sister of Q. P and Q is a sister, and M is married to D. Now in this one, is there any relation between A and C and P and Q? Isn't it? There is no relation. And by combining these two also we cannot able to determine this one. Then what is your answer here? Are not sufficient. That is, the data in both the statements together are not sufficient. That is choice 3. Done with this? Choice 3. Yes, what is the choice here? Fourth one, are not sufficient, that is choice 4 is done. The data given in both 1 and 2 are not sufficient. How this A related to T is here, how this A and C related to P and Q is nowhere clearly given. By combining these two also we cannot able to determine. Then question number 29. Now in this question number 29, find the distance between points A and H. Now point B is 6 meters to the east of A. A is here. Now this B is 6 meters to the east of A, and point C is 4 meters to the east of D. Now point C is 4 meters to the east of D. H is 6 meters to the west of G, and D is 6 meters to the north of E. Now in this one also there is no straight information between A and H, isn't it? Then condition number 2, if you take here, point C is 5 meters to the south of B, B is here, and C is 5 meters to the south, and G is 3 meters to the north of F, G is 3 meters to the north of F, E is 10 meters to the west of F, and E is 10 meters to the west of F. This is what the information we have. And 2 alone is not sufficient because there is no information about A and H. Then by combining these two, then B and C, what is the relation here? And C is 3 meters to the south of B, and C is 5 meters, C is 5 meters to the south of B, and C is 5 meters to the south of B. G is 3 meters to the north of F, E is 10 meters to the, E is 10 meters to the west of F, E is 10 meters to the west of F, isn't it? And point B is 6 meters to the east of E, C is 4 meters to the east of D, H is 6 meters to the west of G, D is 6 meters to the north of E, and next one, C is 5 meters to the south of B, G is 3 meters to the north of F, E is 10 meters to the west of F, E is 10 meters to the west of F, no, E is 10 meters to the west of F. Then what is the other information here? G is 3 meters to the north of F, and here in this one, H is 6 meters to the north of G. H is 6 meters to the north of G. H is how many meters? 6 meters to the north. H is 6 meters west of G. As H is 6 meters to the west of G, now G at this place, and F is here, and E is here. Now the distance between these two is 10, and H is 6 meters to the west of G, and HE will be at this place. Now the distance between these two is 6 meters. H is 6 meters to the west of G, and between G and F, is there any information here? Cheppandi ekkada undi. Find the distance between A and H. Point B is 6 meters to the east of A. C is 4 meters to the east of D. Now C is 4 meters to the east of D. As C is 4 meters to the east of D, isn't it? D is here, and this is 4 meters, C is 4 meters to the east of D. H is 6 meters to the west of G. H is 6 meters to the west of G. D is 6 meters to the north of E. D is 6 meters to the north of E. As D is 6 meters to the north of E, E will be here. If E is here, F will be somewhere here. The distance between these two is 10. Now the distance between A and H. Yes, A and H. Then whatever this H, F is, then whatever this relation between F and this one, G is 3 meters. G is 3 meters to the north of F. As G is 3 meters to the north of F, G will be here. If G is 3 meters to the north of F and left hand side 6 meters, and this will be somewhere 6 meters, and this will be H. Can we able to identify the answer or not? The values are there, and the distance and the direction is also there, hence we can able to determine. Hence how are we getting the answer here? Only by combining these two we are getting the answer. Clear now? Now this is about question numbers 29. Has done, and the next one is English. And sorry is waiting there, and the next is English. One more set is left over, it seems, isn't it? Okay? Tomorrow if you come early, I will explain that set as well. And in one of the classes I explained that set.